Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this file and they use the intersect tool, but they actually want a gap. So if we take away the fill, you can see the two lines that he tried to put in there. That's not a bad idea, but it's not symmetrical to the heart itself. So we're going to do this right here, where he's going to have a gap between the two colors and make it more even. So let's move this over and let's go ahead and take away. Let's see if we can't just grab this and move that out of the way. Yes, the box stays. So we're going to disallow that box. Now we're going to take this heart and we're going to go up to effects in contour. We're going to contour the outside 0.02 and see what it did. Now go here, 0.02. Now we need to select it all. We go up to object and break the four objects apart. So if we want a gap here, we want to take away this color and this color. That's going to leave a gap, but then we can take away, well, we really want to take away the outside, because if you remember, we contour the outside. And I'm trying to think here what I'm doing. Let's just fill that in and see what it looks like. Yeah, so there's going to be our gap. But I messed up. I shouldn't have taken away all the lines. It'd almost be easier to, when you do this, just take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. And then see, this one we need to do solid because that's the breakup. But we want the blue to cut all the way through here. So let's take our virtual segment delete key. And you know what? Well, let's go ahead and just do it. Might be better to take your, nudge it out of the way. So there's our gap on the other side. So we got a gap for the red. So we need to do it. I don't know how to grab backup key. So we got the blue has a gap. Now the red needs to have a gap. So all we have to do, there's two ways to do it. I'm just going to cut away these lines and take the Smart Fill tool on blue. So now I have my gap, but we're not finished yet. So let's take our blue, nudge it over, take our blue and nudge it over. That doesn't look right. You know what I did? Just the opposite. I want the blue to have a gap. So this is going to be blue. I want to stop it right there. So I need to, what I can do is move my red over and then take my red again. This is a little bit unorthodox, but it'll work. Don't do that. Zoom in and turn these red and then nudge over, red, nudge over, red, nudge over. And then what you're going to do now, you're going to take this and you're going to, I find it easier to go left click, right click, and see the break. We could take this and weld it, and it got rid of our break. So now we can take the Smart Fill tool, fill it back in. Now we need to have a gap on the blue. So what we're going to do, we're just going to fill that in with blue. And this time it's all one color, so we don't have to weld it. So now we have a gap on both spots. And the reason I like doing it this way, they are conformed to our shape of our, we didn't just draw a straight line. It's kind of conformed to that pattern. And I would seriously clean that up a little bit. The top one doesn't look too bad, but I would, this is just personal preference. If you left click and take your smoothing tool and just click on that, just kind of take away that sharpness. Doesn't seem like it's working too well, so you can take the shape tool. Now, you know what? We got two copies. Yeah, we had two copies. You can just take away nodes and get that smart, that little bit different shape, a little bit smoother. And then take the red. Now he did say he was engraving, so I can't imagine the different colors, but I think what he's wanting to do is do this right here and do this, do them in both in black, because that's the way he's going to engrave it. And that is going to stand out pretty good. Anyway, I hope that helped answer his question. Thank you for watching.